And we continue to our next presenter, a teacher from Tashkent this time.
Yeah, thank you.
Bakhtiyar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, dear colleagues and Miss. It's great to be a part of this project, and the aim is not only just to conduct English camp, but also to learn from you, from your experiences, from different districts of our fabulous country. Well, at present time, I work at public school in Tashkent, Mirzolbey district. And I primarily teach learners of primary level, and secondary. But this summer I decided, and I've chosen this topic, English Day, A House in the Wood, drama for young learners. And the aim is to help and to encourage learners, young learners, to have fun and, of course, to learn English in a fun way. For example, and for this first step, after the just training, I thought about how to attract my students, actually learners, and I made this ad for classes, and I announced it about the camp, following camp in summer. And of course, it was very interesting for them. They were interested in, especially the topic. Also, I prepared name tags for my participants. It's kind of to create a learning environment, to say and to know their names. And in this camp, summer camp, I have also learners from other classes, classes 3, 4, Okay, next slide. And today, during my presentation, I want to also share and highlight some moments, how to apply effectively teaching resource materials and how to use our students, learners' own works. And some, of course, about the days, groups, and some activities. As you know, each program in English camp is specific, and unique. And for example, in this topic and this program has special days, and which are topics devoted to the nature, animals of English-speaking countries and Uzbekistan. So actually, this program is devoted to symbols, of some countries. And of course, we work in groups and individual, pairs, small group activities, and whole camp activities. And yes, as my colleagues mentioned before, also I had indoor and outdoor activities. So according to the program, which I like most, different each day. Yes, specific is unique. It is devoted to country. Yes, and we talked about symbols, animals of these countries. And day one is Uzbekistan, and it was great pleasure to prepare a presentation about Uzbekistan nature, and symbols. And I'm glad that I could share with you my presentation. If you
Can I
use
interrupt you for a second, Bakhtiyar? So Bakhtiyar got a package of materials for the drama-based program, but day one was not Uzbekistan. Day one was Belarus, because the whole program was developed by teachers in Belarus, and it was natural for them to include their country. But Bakhtiyar came up with an idea. He asked, can I create a day about Uzbekistan? And I said, yes, please. He created a presentation about Uzbekistan, and he shared it with anyone who chooses this program. So huge thanks to you, Bakhtiyar, for this.
Thank you. Thank you. And during day one, we learned about the names of birds, animals of our motherland. And the campers were very interested in and engaged in activities. And of course, it's some of these birds are new for them, because actually we taught, a clear, lessons, space lesson, but it's a spatial lesson. And for example, one of activities that I applied and maybe adapted, hot potato. Dear colleagues, I think you are familiar with this activity, hot potato. It's with music. Well, and I adapted this activity this time using animal names cards, actually letters, ABC letters for animals under the category animals. And the aim is just not to, for example, to be left yes at the end of the this game, but with a task. For example, this activity involves passing a ball around the circle while music is playing, and when it stops, the camper, who holds a ball, need to say, let the name of animal or bird or insect, starting with a letter. According, as you can see, on the floor, I just placed, cards, ABC cards. For example, E. If it's E, elephant. In this way, students, campers, practice it also the names of animals. Also, you can adapt this in the following way. You can ask learners to describe in 2 sentences. Elephant, for example. For example, it's big and gray animal. And you can adapt accordingly. And of course, this activity helps develop our campers' hand-eye coordination and also social skills while providing entertainment. And of course, they had really fun. And day 2 is about UK, United Kingdom. And here also I tried to use to use my teaching materials effectively to make more interesting and enjoyable, for to learn. Here on the picture, for example, I asked them to first to find the country, this country, UK, on the map or on the globe. And it was very interesting to observe their struggling when they struggled to find, on the map and on the globe. And after it, of course, presentation about this country and symbols. And of course, I had also some activities, which, for example, crafts. It's a pair work presentation activity where they designed and created and designed their work. For example, here, the symbols of the UK. Flowers, for example, flowers. They first, I also used ready use. I printed out cards, black and white, and they color them after presentation, and they decorate the stage for our final, day 5 performance. And of course, in pairs, it was very fun, and they discussed and they learned about the names of flowers. And of course, it helped develop the creativity and self-expression while providing new vocabulary. And on the picture, on the left, in the picture, they made presentation in pairs, which was also very effective. Day 3 is about the United States. It was very interesting also. And again, some warm-up activities and presentation. And again, some activities like, for example, next slide. For example, on day 3, we were outside. And as you see from photos, we had some fun activities. One of them is what is in my bag. And again, I adapted this bag, on the picture, on the photo on the left. So I just printed out, what's in my bag, the name of activity. And I put toy animals, insects, birds in bag. And the aim was campers, take turns. In turns, they started, putting their hands into the bag.
Were they plastic animals, I hope? Plastic insects?
Plastic. Plastic.
Okay.
Plastic. And by the way, I have been using these toy animals for several years. They are from different parts. I mean, from my colleagues, from my visit to United States, from my friends, from my students. and I use them effectively when we have this kind of topic. And here I also adapted, for example, when they after touching the animal toy, they need to name. And if you want, you can adapt, yes, like again, they can describe into 3 sentences. But before, she or he can ask, for example, yeah, other campers, as you see on the photo on the right, yeah, in the photo on the right, campers need to ask, for example, is it big? Yeah, is it maybe color? And of course, campers who, yeah, who, for example, the girl, yes, is touching toy animal, tries to guess and then say, yes, if it's, for example, elephant or giraffe, and demonstrate this toy. And for example, next activity is animal pairs, which involves physical movement. Yes, which is, as you know, fun. Yeah, physical movement is a they they are very interested in movement, running, yeah. And for example, and it's also a great way to combine learning, fun, and fresh air. So here, I just printed out pieces of paper with animals, yeah, name animals names. For example, there are 2 cards for each animal. And the aim of this activity is to find partner. For example, if I have wolf, I need to find my partner by acting out. And after this, at the end, they need to find their partner. If it's wolf, wolf, elephant, elephant, yeah. And of course, becoming part of a group and contributing can make campers feel better about themselves and help develop new friendships. And day 4 is about Australia. And as you know, Australia is very popular with amazing, yes, animals. And campers were very engaged in describing, yeah, these animals. And we have also some very interesting activities, like, for example, team building activity, animal charades, yeah? And it's a great way to teach kids about different animals. And it's a guessing game, yeah, where campers in teams act out to describe the animal without speaking, without words, yeah, while the other team try to guess by asking, is it? And of course, the aim is to practice question sentence. For example, is it small? Is it red? Yeah. And they try to find this animal. Can
Helps
you?
in the drama camp. They are
Yeah.
to perform on the stage on day 5, ideally in front of guests like their parents, and to feel more relaxed being in a role of someone. Games like this are really, really helpful. Yeah.
Can you imagine if we ask adults, yeah, please act out or imitate the movement of specific animals, as they say, oh no, what are you doing? No,
No.
please. But kids, you know, they are best in this point also, and we have something yet to learn from our learners too.
Yes.
I like this.
Sure. Yes.
And day 5 is a final day, is performance day, yeah.
Performance.
And on the left you can see a camper's product works, yeah. Here, as you see, what have you noticed? What material I offered them to use for their masks? Of course, yes, ready-use printout material, in black and white, and
Papers, colored papers, or maybe
Cardboard.
color,
yes.
yes. Markers can be color pencils, and again, and one more thing, how to fix the mask on the face.
Use this
medical
rubber
mask,
bands.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
surgical mask or medical mask, yeah. And
Good.
learners found it very useful, and they say, wow, it's great idea to use the strings of these masks.
Yes.
And it's available, I mean, not expensive, yeah. And And at home, I ask them, please prepare at home. Yeah, I mean, one part in the camp and a second part at home with the help of your parents. And parents also they also enjoy it, by the way, doing this, making this kind of masks. And it was great to share my experience with you and with my campers. And at the end, they had performance, and just my role was as like narrator. I want to highlight, of course, also to mention that please experiment with your teaching materials and use your opportunity to use effectively your students' works too. And you can see that they're proud with you because you use also their works in your camp. And please use effectively your available resources, yes, you have. And if possible, have a couple backup games for your camp, because sometimes maybe according to time, yeah, maybe you need some extra activity. Just as a, yeah, you can please prepare some couple backup games. Of course, adaptability is the key here. And please don't rush through activities. Of course, clear instructions is a key in successful, yeah, activities. And of course, break campers into small teams, in mixed, yeah, teams, which is I mean, important in organizing the camp. And of course, have fun with your campers.
Yes, sure.
And
Such a
of
wonderful
course,
presentation, Bakhtiyar.
yeah. Oh, thank you. And as they say, a picture is worth a thousand words. And I'm proud to present my students' work. Yeah, I mean, maybe contribution to, and their work, their effort. Of course, not all my campers were good using English, but they tried. They were a part of the teams. And now I think I could change their attitude, not only just to learn English, but also to learning actually in general. And I like this. You see, for example, in the photo on the right, yeah, down, yes. What materials students used, campers used? Can you guess?
I think the stick of some sweets, yes. Like
Yes, juice stick,
candy,
yeah, plastic.
candy. Yes,
Yes, yeah.
maybe. Yeah, juice
Yes.
stick maybe. Can be. Yes.
Juice stick. Again, they're very safe, yeah, safe to use, cheap. And
They are
ice
not
cream, yeah,
waste.
sticks.
Yes.
Ice
Yes,
cream
ice cream is really
sticks.
easy.
Juice sticks. Okay,
Candy
great.
stick. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And if you have questions, I have email, and I used for my today's presentations just simple template, PowerPoint presentations template, and I can share later with you.
And I would like to draw everyone's attention to the photographs that we should take when we do camps of children in the process and with the product, of ourselves. Look at the picture on the top. Look at Bakhtiyar wearing a hat.
Yeah.
It's so much fun
Yeah.
to look at you and to see how a school teacher can be very different. And like, I'm sure your campus, your language learners loved to see their teacher not being serious, not wearing a suit, not wearing uniform, but something else.
Yeah.
Take photographs of the objects like we see in the picture on the right top, in the top. So that for presentations like today or for some other purposes, you have a range of photographs that you can share, that you can choose from, and then like Bakhtiyar just said, a picture is worth 1,000 words. You show a picture and everybody else can understand it like immediately. Thank you.
Yes.
I really like the photos that you took of everything. And
Yes,
we can
thank
see
you.
very